So, you're trying to get your partner to open up, huh? And you're finding it tricky. That's like answering the question, why are you gay? When you are not gay. But don't worry, it doesn't have to be that scary. Today, we're going to talk about how to get your partner to share their deepest thoughts without you having to become a mind reader or hire psychic. Trust me, I've tried both. They don't give refunds. Seriously though, there are practical steps and tips you can follow to encourage your partner to open up. Let's break it down in steps. Step 1. Start small. First things first. Start small. You can't expect your partner to suddenly open up like a diary that's been locked since the third grade. It's not going to happen. If you start with, tell me about all your childhood traumas, they're going to look at you like just ask them to do complex math while they're on a roller coaster. That's not happening. Let me give you a tip here. Instead, begin with low pressure questions. Something like, how was your day? Or what's something that made you smile today? It sounds simple, but these are non-threatening ways to encourage conversation. You're easing into deeper topics without overwhelming them right off the bat. Think of it as emotional breadcrumbs. You're leading them to open up slowly. Step number 2, be a good listener. I mean, a real good listener. Yes, I know, you're already thinking, I already listened, but do you really? Or are you just waiting for your turn to talk? We all do it sometimes. Listening is about being genuinely interested in what they're saying, even if it might not sound interesting to you. When your partner is talking, practice active listening. That means focusing entirely on what they're saying rather than preparing your response. Here's a quick trick. When they are finished, repeat back what they've said in your own words. You can say something like, it sounds like you were really frustrated when that happened. This not only shows that you are paying attention, but it also gives them a chance to correct or clarify. Plus, it keeps the conversation flowing. Step number 3, avoid the interrogation. Now, this one's important. Don't interrogate your partner. And I'm looking at you. Yes, you. The one with 20 follow-up questions like you're a detective solving a murder mystery. Instead of rapid fire questions, ask open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. Instead of saying, why do you always act this way when I bring up money? Try, I've noticed we don't talk about money much. What's that about? Open-ended questions invite more thoughtful responses. They signal to your partner that you're interested in their perspective, not just seeking quick answers. It's a difference between feeling like they are being interrogated versus feeling like you genuinely care. Step number 4, create the right environment. Now let's talk about timing and setting. You wouldn't try to have a deep conversation in the middle of a football match, right? It's like asking, so how do you really feel about our relationship? And then boom, Messi scores. Oh, and of course your partner is going to say, you know what? We'll talk about this later. A tip here, pick a moment when you're both relaxed and distractions are minimal. Great times for conversations are during a walk, while cooking together, or even on a quiet drive. Study shows that people often feel comfortable talking when they are side by side rather than face to face. So if your partner tends to clam up during sit down talks, try having more informal chats when you're doing something else like walking the dog or folding the laundry. Less eye contact can sometimes take the pressure off and make it easier for them to open up. Step number 5, show vulnerability yourself. Now this one's a little scary, but trust me, it works. Be vulnerable yourself. You can't expect your partner to open up if you're close tighter than a jar of pickles. Have you tried opening one of those things? It's impossible. You need to lead by example. If you want your partner to be open, then model vulnerability yourself. Share something personal, whether it's a small insecurity or something you've been struggling with. It doesn't have to be heavy or dramatic. Just showing that you're willing to let your guard down creates a safe space for them to do the same. When you say, I've been feeling really stressed at work lately and I've been struggling with how to handle it, you're inviting your partner to share their experiences too. Vulnerability builds trust and connection. Step number 6, patience is key. This is the hardest part. Be patient. Yes, I know patience is hard, especially when we are living in a world where waiting more than 10 seconds for a text feels like forever. But when it comes to opening up, people take time. Your partner might not spill their soul after one cozy chat, and that's okay. Don't rush the process. Some people need repeated reassurance before they feel comfortable sharing deeply. Keep showing up. Keep creating that safe, open environment. Over time, they'll see that they can trust you to be supportive and non-judgmental, and they'll naturally begin to share more. Think of it as watering a plant. You won't see it grow overnight, but with consistent care, it will bloom, it will blossom. Now, here's a bonus tip. Celebrate the small wins. Opening up is a big deal. It doesn't always happen in grand, sweeping conversations. Sometimes it's the little things, like your partner mentioning how they felt about something at work, or sharing a worry they've been holding on to. Acknowledge those moments. Say something like, I really appreciate you telling me that. It means a lot. This reinforces that their vulnerability is valued and safe with you. So, let's recap. Number 1, start small. 2, listen like a pro. 3, avoid going full detective mode. 4, create a relaxed environment. 5, show vulnerability. And for the love of all things, number 6, be patient. If you can do that, I promise you'll see your partner opening up more than you ever thought was possible. And who knows, maybe one day you'll have those deep, soul-bearing conversations on a regular basis. Or at the very least, you'll finally figure out why they always take so long to text you back. Small victories, remember? Yes, that's it for today. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Now go on and have a real talk with your partner. You got this. Please share to those who might find this useful, and subscribe or follow depending on your platform. Thank you.